Welcome back to Amateur Game Review. I'm Zach. This is Randy.
Listen, they know who we are.
All right.
I got this.
It's rolling. Go ahead.
Yesterday, a trailer released. Now, this trailer was of the greatest game of all time. Future winner of Game of the Year this year, and next year, and the year after.
It's not coming out this year. I get where you're going.
Elden Ring.
Can I roll the tape?
Yeah.
Okay. Elden Ring. All right, like Randy said in the opening, we are doing a analysis of the trailer a little bit, and then also just a breakdown of what we know so far about Elden Ring. And what I know is not a ton, so I'll just say what I think real quickly.
Go ahead.
Looks exactly like Dark Souls to me. Actually doesn't even look as good as Demon Souls for the PS5. And if they would have been like all that trailer and then been like Dark Souls 4, I'm like, oh yeah, sure, still exactly the same. Like, I get it. I love the Souls games, but like people are like, Elden Ring is gonna be the next coming of whatever. It looks exactly the same to me, and I hope that I don't get absolutely destroyed in the comments. But
You're going to.
I said it right there in the thing. I'm an amateur. It says it right there in that little circle. B, I gave an oath to all the reviewing gods that I would always tell my honest opinion, even when the internet's going to hate me.
Yeah.
Looks just like Dark Souls 1 to me.
Dark Souls 1
And 2 and 3, they all look the damn same.
and Demon Souls.
Demon Souls is better. I really liked PS5 Demon Souls. It was so good.
Because it was easy.
That's the only one I beat. Anyway, why don't you tell me why I'm wrong and why everyone is pumped up about this game?
Okay, so, yes, it looks just like Dark Souls. I am not going to disagree. The bosses look alike. The atmosphere feels Dark Soulsy. The dude talking in the background sounds Dark Soulsy.
Even the name, the Tarnished.
The
like,
Tarnished.
What was it before?
Yes.
What's the Dark Souls
The
name?
Ashen one.
The Ashen one. Yeah, it's like the
The
same.
unkindled ash.
Yes, it's all that.
Yes, so it's going to be very similar. It's going to be an evolution of the Souls series. I think there's going to be some big changes. We don't know what they are yet. I got some ideas I want to throw out here in a minute. But for the most part, it's going to be a Dark Souls game. Who else does Dark Souls better than FromSoft?
They've got this formula down.
Yes. And I know they're going to try new things, but they have earned the benefit of a doubt with anything. Like they have the clout to experiment. Like they put in the work and they've succeeded so many times. So we just got to trust them.
Okay. And do you trust them?
Yes. Do you?
I trust FromSoft. I don't know if I trust George R.R. Martin. I've been waiting on like the next
Wins
book.
a winner.
Yeah, I've been waiting on that since I don't know. Last time he wrote a book, I had hair. That's not even a joke. That's not a joke. But what is good is we've got at the end of the trailer, we've got a release date.
A release date.
January 21st, 2022. And I've got to admit, that is a lot sooner than I thought.
And I know that doesn't mean nothing. I know that the world we live in, people expect 15 pushbacks.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't expect that. FromSoft usually don't push games back.
I don't expect it to be pushed back either, really.
Like I said earlier, they've earned the benefit of doubt.
Yes, they have.
All right, so here's what we know. It's definitely Souls-like. It's open world.
Yeah.
How do you think that's going to work?
What do you mean it's open world?
It's an open world game.
Like normal Souls or like actually open world, like The Witcher?
Like that's where I was thinking. It's going to be more open than Dark Souls 1.
I didn't know that.
You did not know that?
I did not know that.
Really?
Yeah.
Zach does not scour the internet for Elden Ring deets like I do.
I don't have time to look up Elden Ring, freaking, like, all that stuff. I'm too busy, like, writing Harry Potter fan fiction and, yeah.
Yeah, I get it. So, all right, so we know it's open world, roaming encounters. We seen the part with the hollow or whatever they're going to be called in this game, pulling a treasure thing on a wagon. There's things around them.
Yeah.
That's going to be throughout the world. Like,
oh, okay, that's actually really cool.
Yes, so like you can encounter them at this part in the world or maybe over here.
Sort of like how Assassin's Creed does. Like,
yeah.
their enemies are like scattered. There's like little mini bosses scattered throughout the world.
Don't you ever compare this game to Assassin's Creed again.
My bad. Okay, I will say, now that I know that it's open world, that makes a lot more sense that you have a horse. Because I was trying to think how a horse would work in like a Dark Souls world. Like,
Yeah.
it's narrow, like congested.
Congested.
Yeah. And I'm like, tarnished Link riding Epona through like this little hallway and then trying to hold L1 and circling. Like, you can't hold L1 and circle on a horse. That's how I played Dark Souls, by the way. Just hold L1 and circle. And if you can't beat a boss that way, I don't beat it. So anyway... Here's what I know from the trailer. There was a male character and a female character, it looked like.
Character creation.
Do you think that are you going to have a set character like Sekiro? Or do you think there's going to be character creation?
I think there's going to be character creation because it showed multiplayer. It showed the Phantoms.
Yes, they did show multiplayer.
And it showed one dude had a whip, someone else had a bow and arrow.
That's a good point.
So I think there's going to be character creation just like the other ones. I don't know. I hope it's a lot deeper than the other ones.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how they're going to do, if it's going to be the same or if there's going to be different stats that mean different things.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully it's a little bit different. I don't want the same old, but we'll see.
One thing I found really interesting about not just this trailer, but the previous gameplay footage and trailer that we've seen, the person attaching their arm.
The Valkyrie or whatever?
Yeah, whatever that thing is attached. I assume that's the player character, right? The one that attached their arm to it and like twisted it in?
Don't know. It could be us or it could be a boss.
Yeah, it could be.
Because it showed... In the trailer, it showed whoever that was throwing what looked like a player in the air and sticking the sword through him.
Oh,
I don't know if it was a cutscene or actual battle, so...
To me, and I don't know, like, obviously this is just like... I pictured it as like, in Sekiro how you had different, like, mechanical...
Yeah.
So I thought maybe you can attach different arms to do different things and stuff like that. Like, like some kind of game mechanic. Yeah, and again, that's the big thing. We really don't know.
Somebody was asking if there was going to be overlapping worlds because they said the logo for Elden Ring looked like interlinked dark signs.
Oh, okay. I never even... Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
And it looked... I was like... I can't remember who... I think it was either Effects for Life or Vada Vidya that said that. But when they said it, it just clicked, and I can't unsee it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was like, that is a great point. And like, there are a lot of similarities. There was the woman that put a ring on your finger. That could be the Maiden in Black, or the Emerald Herald, or the Firekeeper that we have in every single Dark Souls. Now, the whole Elden Ring thing, I think, is completely equal to Dark Soul. And the lore on the website said the Elden Ring has been split up, and each piece had been given to one of the... I can't remember the exact quote. Mm-hmm. And I think it's just like Dark Souls. The Dark Souls got split, and which Izilth got one, the Pygmy, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, I know what you're saying.
So I think it's going to be very similar.
It is very similar, and that's what it's weird to me. Like, they brought in George
to write the same game.
Yeah, it's like, I don't understand. They could have done this themselves.
They very well could have.
I think they literally just brought in George R.R. Martin so that they could say, featuring George R.R. Martin.
The weather and day cycle.
I didn't know anything about that.
You not know about that? Like, there's one scene where it's raining and it's night and dude's hiding in a bush, which I don't know if there's going to be stealth or not. I don't know how stealth would work in a Dark Souls game. I know they pulled it off in Sekiro and it was awesome. Mm-hmm. But Dark Souls, like, with that...
I don't think so.
I don't either. So I don't know if that's going to be a thing or not. If it is, I hope it's good. If it's not... Or... If it ain't good, I hope it's not in there or whatever. Okay. But there's gonna be a time and day cycle. I mean, which makes sense with open world. But how big is this world going to be though?
I don't know.
Guess.
I don't. They don't do big worlds. They never have. They've done to
now.
They. It's just not their thing. So I'm not sure. Like, I'm not a huge open world fan anyway. I like linear gameplay and stuff. I mean, not linear gameplay, but I like directed stories and stuff like that. And like, my favorite Souls-likes are the ones that are everything is interconnected. Like Dark Souls 1, where
they're
where awesome. They're paths that you take, but they all wrap around to each other.
Like a labyrinth, pretty much.
Yeah. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna feel if this is huge open world. Don't get me wrong, I'm gonna play it.
I don't think it's gonna be that big because FromSoft's a much smaller studio than something like Bethesda or CD Projekt Red. So I don't think it's gonna be a map as big as Skyrim or The Witcher. Yeah, but I do think it's gonna be. I mean, it's open. That's one thing we know for sure. It's gonna be open world.
Okay.
I just don't know how it's gonna work. Do you think there's gonna be a map or a mini map?
Yeah, they'll have to be if it's open world.
Think so?
I think so.
Dark Souls never had a map.
You didn't need one.
I needed one.
I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like every open world game has a map. Like, it just...
It does, yeah. And depending on how big it is, you might not need one, you might. Mm-hmm. Next question I got. Fast travel.
Yeah, I think there will be fast travel.
Then why do you need a horse?
Every game that ever had a horse still has fast travel. Hell, even back as far as Ocarina of Time, I had a Epona, but I could still play the music and pop up at the fire temple. Like, every game has fast travel.
How are bonfires going to work?
The same way they always work. They will be your link to, like leveling
fast
up.
Travel.
They'll be your fast travel. They'll be your level up. They'll be your way to interact with the world, like inner multiplayer or something like that.
You think we have a movable bonfire since it's open world?
No.
Don't think so?
I don't think you can just set up a bonfire anywhere.
Okay.
That's too realistic. I mean, if it was real life, yeah. Sure. I just put a bonfire in my house if I wanted.
There was a video of somebody, I can't remember who made the video. They were data mining Dark Souls 3, and they had seen that they were testing portable bonfires. So that's why people think that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that either.
So we know there's multiplayer invasions.
In an open world, that'll be really weird.
I know.
Because, like, they could be anywhere.
Yes.
I would imagine that if it's going to be that open, that it'll have zones. Like,
yeah,
if
that's
you
what
get
I was going to
invaded,
say.
If you get invaded, maybe, like, the edge of the zones will be fogged and stuff, and you can't leave until something happens, or maybe the invader can't leave that area.
Yeah. It was kind of like at the first one, because it was blocked up by fog gates.
Yes.
So, yeah, that'd be cool.
I mean, it's a way to bring back their fog gates.
Do you think they're going to have it, though?
Yeah, I think invasions will still be a thing.
I hope so.
That's part of the Souls formula.
How do you think weapon upgrades will work? Because we've seen that there's classes. So the weapons, or because we've seen they do with the bow and arrow, I'm assuming, like, we could be completely wrong, and you only get a sword. But, assuming if there are classes, and...
I mean, they'll work the way that they've always worked. Even if it's an open world, that doesn't change the fact that you can find shards and stones and all of that stuff and then add bonfire, or like they could even do a thing like where your main town hub or whatever it is, you have a blacksmith and you can go there and get your stuff worked.
So you think this is going to be a carbon copy of Dark Souls?
Yes. I said that from the beginning. They're all the same. Yes, they're great games, but they're all the same. So basically, what you're telling me is we know nothing because all you did was ask me questions and tell me I was wrong. I could have done that in my own video by myself.
No, what I did was I made a list of things that we do know, then asked you what you thought about them. You said, I don't know.
Yes, exactly. So what we know is that we don't know much. It's open world. There's a horse. Maybe you play like Dark Souls, maybe you don't. And if you want to get really drunk, every time I say I don't know, take a shot. Like that's what we know. Replay this video, grab a bottle of booze. Anyway, this has been Amateur Game Review, and if they do not ban us for how crappy this video was, then there is something wrong with YouTube. And if you made it this far, there's something wrong with you.
And we appreciate it.
Yeah, we do appreciate it. And don't get me wrong, but you need to look in the mirror. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell.
Please.
Tell your friends to watch a different video of ours.
Tell your mom.
Yeah. Word of mouth. That's the best marketing. Word
of
mouth.
Brother, sister.
Yeah. They need to watch this too. Not this particular video because yet again we have better works.
Yes.
But anyway, really appreciate you watching this and we will catch you in the next video.